Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. I was drawn to a certain deck today. As always, I ask Spirit for the most important story to step forward. So let's see what Spirit has for you all. No? What do we want here, Spirit? We have the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. The Dragon. And the Knight. Strength and wisdom and triumph over adversity. I don't know if you're being put on the spot. Immediately work came to mind, or a certain friendship or a friendship group. I don't know if it's like you're the one that gets picked on. I really don't love that. I heard because of beauty. So for some of you, it is because of how beautiful you are. And I want to say inside and out. There's just something about you that draws people in. And really, sometimes that's all you need to make an enemy. It really doesn't take much. I don't know if people try to pick at you. I heard be patient. Pick and choose your battles as well. If you have to speak up, I would say if you feel the need to, do so. But I would say don't go back and forth with people. Time will always prove your innocence. Time will always prove who you actually are. I want to say you may be getting to the point where time is proving who you are. I hear do not engage, don't go back and forth, don't spit flames back and forth. It's like you'll prove yourself to be the person that you actually are versus who they're trying to make you seem, right? Strength and wisdom tells you that. I feel like there's an internal sense of right and wrong, and I feel like you just continuing to have your blinders on and move in your own direction, stay in your own lane, proceeding to win. I feel like that speaks volumes. It always will. Yeah, look, darkness looms on the horizon in reverse. It's not going to touch you. I feel like, a little bit of upheaval maybe around you, but I feel like time will prove your innocence if it isn't already doing so. It might put you in a place of authority. Oh, how they're going to be upset. These people may have been picking on you in an office setting, and now you're the boss. We've got the leader. We've got authority. And I feel like even if they did mistreat you, you wouldn't utilize that power in a negative way. I feel like you would be diplomatic, right? You would just bygones be bygones, but there is going to be no more crap, right? I feel like you're a no nonsense type of person. And I feel like in this type of position, you would have to assert that level, right? Just we won't tolerate any type of disrespect, right? And I would say that, there could have been others around you who gave you this opportunity because they saw how you were being treated. Could be something along those lines. This person may actually really care about you. Somebody who saw what was going on and decided that I feel like it really upset them with the emotions at their peak. Or maybe you were getting to a point where you were ready to kind of move away from this situation or leave the job or leave the friendship or leave the group, right? And there was somebody there who was like, oh, no. This is, it might have been going on in the background and it may not have been something that you were speaking up about. But I feel like once it was known by a certain person or a certain group of people, things were changed very, very quickly. It's like, I hear this will not be tolerated. Yeah, they're going to shield. You're getting shielded. I really love this. I love the energy here. I feel like you have a golem. You have a friend. Let's see. That may come out here. All right. I feel like a lot of this happens because, how I said in the beginning, it's because you're attractive. I feel like there is someone who was looking for your position, gunning for your position. Or maybe the two of you were battling for a position, right? Trying to move on up. Now, this could be in the workplace, this could be in the friend group, right? Um, I feel like there is someone here who wanted to, like, this could be for a lover as well. This could be in a friend group and someone, it's like you both like the same person, but that person likes you, right? Collective could be something along those lines as well. I just feel like whoever is shielding you, they want to help you feel better. They want to heal the situation. I feel like you'll receive news as well that they're taking care of the situation. It's like, for some, I hear HR. It's like they got HR involved. If this is like a work thing, I feel like one thing you can be certain of in this whole situation is you're being protected. You're being shielded. Whoever is in charge, it's like the big boss, or the one who's like the head of the friend group, you know, there's always a leader, right? I feel like using their skills to aid others. So it's like whether they're the most popular person in the group, it's like what they say goes, right? There is normally a dynamic like that. And I feel like this person, they're saying, oh, no, you're not going to treat my collective this way. That's not, we're not doing that, right? And I feel like just like I hear they put their foot down, I saw a foot just hit the floor. It's like they're putting their foot down. This is not how we act. This is not okay. And I feel like that sets the whole vibe. That's it. It's like what's said is said and what's done is done. It's like, and if there was something of the past, it's done, right? We have the seer here. It says follow your intuition. I feel like you were doing that as well. I feel like you were just trying to stay in your own lane. You weren't trying to cause trouble. You were just trying to do your own thing and exist in this dynamic. And I feel like it had gotten really rough for you before it gets, you know, before it's done. But I feel like if you're in this and it's been happening, I feel like I hear the buck stops here. So it could be very soon where someone puts the end to it. Or maybe this just happened for you. This is like an energetic timeline. You can be anywhere on this timeline. You can be at the very beginning of this where you're stepping into a situation. It's going to get a little rocky before it gets better, right? You could be in the middle of it where you're still dealing with the crap. And then, or you could be on the other side of it where, you know, it's just getting ready to come to a close and you can breathe easy. No matter which way Spirit is trying to say, it's like either you have the long journey ahead of you, but you know how it's going to go, or you're on the tail end of it and you're finally able to breathe. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to know about this? Imagination clouds your judgment. I feel like that was for the other person. It's like they thought that the way that they were acting was going to be fine, or the way that they were kind of treating you was okay. It's like they were trying to justify it with others. It's like they were trying to have people jump on a hate bandwagon. And I feel like there were a lot of people who were just like, I hear no thanks. So I feel like there were a lot of people who weren't trying to join, but maybe there were a couple others who, you know, found themselves being just as jealous of you for whatever reason, right? Like I said, whether it's in the friend group, I feel like this does have something to do with your being attractive. And I feel like I want to say physically attractive. You know, there's more to that, but I feel like, you know, I feel like that's the main thing. It's like they view that. I feel like what puts you above the rest is not only are you physically attractive, but you've got a big, beautiful heart to go along with it. And I feel like that really puts you at the top, right? I do feel like that's what's going on here. And you might not see yourself to be all that attractive. And you're like, no, I'm not attractive. I'm not attractive. But I feel like you are to this person, or you are to this person in the group, or, you know, in the office. And I feel like they do definitely want to make sure that you're okay. They may be checking in with you periodically to see if, you know, what they said still stands. Locked doors can now be opened. Yeah, you can move forward now in this situation. Your abilities will be enhanced. I feel like maybe you were kind of on the lower end of the totem pole in the group. Maybe you were more quiet or shy or reserved, or you just allowed everybody else to do the talking while you observed, right? I do kind of get that almost like a wallflower type energy. I don't know if this was like a new group or a new job. Could be something like that. Honor and good luck. I just feel like that's what's following you into the next phase of this situation. Like I said, whether it's at work or in a friend group, I just feel like you're being seen in a different way because this person decided to point it out how they saw you, right? And this person's word is law, is what I hear. This person's word is law. Yeah, they've got a lot of fire. And I feel like if people disagree with this person, they're going to get that heat from this person. They're going to get that that anger. Yeah, leads to conflict. It could lead to conflict. It's like they would fight, they would battle this for you. Yeah, there's the golem. I knew it was coming. A close friend acts on your behalf. Perfect timing as well. Spirit's always on perfect timing. But I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to say. You have a friend coming in if you haven't been saved yet. I just feel like someone is going to stand up for you. And it may take you actually explaining to someone or confiding in someone what's actually going on. You know, sometimes if they don't see it, it's being done, because I feel like for the majority of the time this was done behind someone's back. It's like they didn't know all of this crap was going on. They didn't know that you were at the center of attention for the wrong reasons, or what someone was trying to do to you, right? Yeah, the hindrance is gone. I love to see it. Hindrance in reverse. Fate blocked the path. So I do feel like for this person to really keep bothering you, so fate has blocked that path. Grounded, logic, utilize logic, reason, and common sense. And I feel like you did that. Yeah. They were hoping that they could tempt you into an argument, or they could tempt you into looking a certain way. The siren is very attractive, right? Has that magnetism. And I feel like they were trying to get you to come across in a negative light, so that way this person or these people wouldn't consider you, right? But I feel like Spirit's on deck here. We have serendipity. So that serendipitous moment, it's like right place, right time for good things to happen. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So good energy coming in. And I feel like Spirit was just saying, you know, beware of who you trust. And I feel like maybe you tried to confide in or make friends with someone in the group who ended up being not so much of a friend. It could have been something like that. They may have, yeah, I do hear ammo for their arsenal. So it could have been someone who came in who tried to befriend you, because I hear, you know, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. They viewed you as being an energy or an enemy because of your attractive energy. Okay, hopefully I got that right. The energy that you kind of put off is that magnetism, that oh wow, I'm hearing words like luscious and sensuality. And I feel like you may, whether you're masculine or feminine, have that energy within you. You've got that come to me type of energy. It's siren energy. Some people just have it. And I feel like maybe that's something you embody. It may have always kind of caused a bit of a rift or some troubles for you, even if you don't really see yourself to be that type of person. This is how people feel you, right? I hear your reputation. It's like it gets to the door before you do. Oop, yeah, good fortune and friendship. I feel like you've got maybe, I hear you've got a friend in me. So I do feel like the person that you confide in, or the one that, the golem who steps forward, the friend that steps and acts on your behalf, could become a good friend and an asset. I feel like you'd both be an asset to each other as far as a friendship. You know, it goes both ways for a good friendship. But I do feel like that is going to be available to you here. So I want to say, don't worry about it. I don't know if this has come up for you yet. If so, you kind of know how to maneuver it. I want to say, stay in your own lane. Don't step down to fight and argue and fuss back and forth. I feel like that never really proves anything. It never solves anything. In fact, it's like rolling in the mud with the pigs. Everybody's dirty, so it's like, who's wrong, right? But when you stay in your own lane and you do your own thing and you do not engage with this negativity or the toxicity, you do end up proving yourself to be exactly who you say you are, whether you say it out loud or not. It's just time will tell. You know how they say time will tell? Well, it does. It really, really does. And I feel like it proves your innocence as well. All right. Yeah, be meticulous and patient about what you say, what you do, the steps you make. And be careful who you trust, because I feel like if someone right off the bat is trying to ask you very personal questions or what upsets you, it's like, I don't know. For me, that's a red flag. It's like they're trying to get that ammo for their arsenal for later. It's like they want to jump right into. Now, some people love to jump into the emotional thing because they're just emotional people, but I feel like you'll be able to tell this person will be kind of or have a sly energy about them. I feel like you'll just know. Anyway, you'll know something's off, something's not right. Be careful in those situations that make you second guess yourself. Should I have said that? Maybe I shouldn't have said that, right? Because there's an energy underneath of it all that makes you feel like probably wasn't the smartest idea, right? And if you did tell them certain things and that's already done, I want to say, learn from your mistake, right? That's all you can do at that point. Let's see. We have an L. That could be important. First, middle, last name. So your initials, their initials, and any other messages that may channel through here. I do hear misunderstood, and maybe you are commonly misunderstood. For some of you, the way it can look is you could be a shy person, and a lot of people may say that you're rude or you're stuck up, or it's not that you're shy, you're full of yourself, you're narcissistic, you don't speak to people, right? Could be something like that for some. You have RBF, so you must be a horrible person, right? Or you must be chronically unhappy. And it's like, I heard my face looks bad, but I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to eat for lunch. It's like, it's like a normal thing for some people to have that RBF. Let's see. Yeah, they're just trying to trying to pick anything they can to make you look bad because you look so good. I do feel like this has a lot to do with physical attractiveness. I feel like that has made you a target. And I feel like if this hasn't happened, and this reading is for you, it's bound to happen. And for some of you, I feel like this isn't the first time it's happened, but I feel like maybe now you're starting to realize why this happens. It's like, I just feel like you're not that type of person to stare in the mirror. I don't feel like you're that narcissistic type of person who loves the way they look, or I feel like you're always just trying to present yourself in the best way that you can. It's like trying to be the best version of self. And it's like, I feel like you're one of those people. Okay, collective, I'm hearing something, and this may be news to you. It's like people don't tell you you look beautiful or that you're really handsome or that you're very attractive because they already assume you know it, and they would be feeding your ego. And so because you're so beautiful, it's like you don't hear the words, and you might think, well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just not attractive enough. Or it's like you don't get the same attention. It's like because when people come towards you, they're terrified that you're going to make them feel bad. You're going to turn them down. And so they don't even attempt it. And I feel like instead of you realizing it's because you're so attractive, that people kind of like are afraid to approach you, you assume that you're not as attractive as you actually are. And I feel like that's what's kind of going on here. So let me be the first to tell you, You're extremely attractive. People get very, very nervous. I feel like they'd rather approach someone where they feel like they would be able to get the opportunity and not get turned down. So it's like they'll choose someone lesser because that looks like it'd be something that they could obtain. You, for some reason, you get put up on that pedestal and they put you out of reach, and then they don't try for you, right? You're like the wish, the hope, the dream, but you'd never know it, because it never gets back to your ears, right? It's like you might be the type of person that people keep it a secret because they don't want it to get out. They don't want you to look down on them. Oh, like I'd never be with that person, right? I kind of get that energy here. Wow. Yeah, I heard something like get ready with me. I don't know, maybe you're an influencer in some way. There's a couple somethings that you have. Maybe you are a beauty influencer of some sort. Could be for some, doesn't have to be for all, trust me. Could be just your normal everyday self, and that's how it's always translated in your life. You may not realize how attractive you actually are, collective. I hear sheesh. Yeah, I hear it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but I feel like there's a part of you that kind of feels it, but maybe I feel like you're afraid of feeling like you're being narcissistic. And I want to say because that's because you're not. Like you're not all focused on the way you look. I feel like you're just focused on being the best version of self. And so you show up, put together every day. And it's not that you're trying to do that to look better than anyone. You're just trying to show up very nice, right, for yourself, or be respectful of the people around you. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you just don't know how attractive you are. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so not only are you beautiful or handsome, you're clever. You're a great communicator. I feel like when you need to get something across, I feel like there are, have you ever talked to somebody who just doesn't know how to talk to people? I feel like you're the exact opposite. It's like you always know just what to say. And I feel like that really goes a long way, whether you're with friends or family or, in a job, in your community. I feel like you're easily heard and understood. And I want to say, I hear it's not pretty privilege for you. I feel like if it was just that, you would have skirted by in some things, but I feel like you're so much more than just a pretty face or a handsome face. It's like you're a kind heart. You're someone who's really intelligent and you share those things. I feel like there are a lot of people who want to be part of your web or part of your friend group, or just want to say that they know you in general. People may flock to you for a lot of different reasons. It could be for tips and tricks, how to do this. It could be for beauty and fashion for some. For others, I feel like it is for a good laugh and really intelligent conversation. It could be tips and tricks on how to get to a certain level in work. I just feel like you could be a go-to person for a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons is what I'm hearing. I feel like, yep, you might have people always just steering in your direction. I saw somebody on a ship and they had the looking glass and they were looking for a certain person standing on the shoreline. It's like people are always just kind of looking. It's like you're a key person. I feel like for a lot of people, you could be up on a platform for different reasons. Doesn't have to be beauty or anything like that. But I feel like the beauty of your personality also shines through, and that may draw people in. They don't even have to see you to know that you're a beautiful person. Could be something like that. A lot of people may feel like you're their soulmate as well. You may feel like you're lonely a lot of the time, or that you don't have the right types of people around you. It's like maybe a lot of different kinds of people gravitate to you, good, bad, and in between. When you're really shining, that happens. But I feel like a lot of people may feel like you're their soulmate, but never tell you. Like I said, I feel like there's a worry that you know, you'll laugh at them or you'll turn them down, or they'll feel insecure about it for the rest of it. It's like nobody wants to be turned down by you. Nobody wants to be rejected by you, right? I feel like Spirit has protected you a lot throughout your journey from the negativity that people spit about you. I feel like Spirit does try to really kind of minimize that for you because I feel like it's a lot. I'm hearing you're just on a learning and growing journey just like everybody else. I hear something about special. They're special. They're special. And I feel like a lot of people may look at you as if you're special, but they'd never tell you why you're special, right? I don't know if you inspire people. There's something about your energy. You have muse energy as well. So a lot of times with beauty comes muse energy. I'm hearing the seventh daughter of the seventh daughter, and that is, in fact, a muse. So I don't know if it's like a generational thing. Maybe you have that energy or you carry that. There is something about carrying a spiritual energy. It's like you may have a family member that you hear stories about that carries the same type of energy, or you look like this person, or you carry yourself like this person. There's something about that. I am seeing the siren again. I'm seeing like goddess type energy as well. Yeah, it's just something that you carry. It's something built into your, I want to say it's written in your DNA and in your spiritual self. It's like combined somehow. It's twisted in there. The key to love. You know, I feel like you may actually have the key to a lot of people's hearts. Really, you do. I feel like it's easy for you to get that, but you have no idea. They'd never tell you. It's a shame. I feel like you can actually fit in just about anywhere. You have that type of energy as well, where you fit with just about anyone, doing just about anything. But there, I feel like the ones who, see, that's the problem. You can fit anywhere. And I feel like where that makes you a really amazing asset anywhere, it also makes you a target. And I feel like the problem is the ones who truly see you very highly or see highly in you. I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean. And the ones who want to make you small, and they're the ones that speak the loudest. They're the ones that crow the loudest. So it's like that's all you maybe hear a lot of is how you're not wanted somewhere, or how you're this or you're that, and people don't get you, they don't see you clearly. But I feel like the other people do, they just don't speak as loudly as the negative ones. And that's really hard for you. I'm sorry you're going through that. Big hugs to you, because I feel like it can be kind of lonely when you don't connect with the right people. I do feel like you do have the right people out there, but it may take a while to find those actual soulmates that are willing to step forward and stand in your energy too, right? That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.